Hey everyone. Alright. Um I shot a scene that I was gonna insert in between the first watering and the second watering of the day. But as I looked back at it, and I didn't even look at the whole way, I just saw like the first 30 seconds, but I already knew what was coming because I recorded it. I realized that the two do not go in combination together. Nature is healing. Nature is, supposed to be therapeutic. It's supposed to be something to get your mind off of like stress and help you, just to be soothing. To be something that that fills you with joy and makes you not think about the troubles and all of the all of the things that the suffering and all the things that in this world that occur because we're stuck in these meat bags. So I decided instead to make this intro to that video. In this intro, I am currently walking to the store to get just the daily stuff that we need to eat, whatever. I think my queen needs her food. She's very similar to a domesticated animal. Eats the same thing just about every day. No, she varies, but some items she'll eat like almost every day, and it's just interesting. I guess I'm the same way because what do I eat every day? Like chocolate? Yeah, I could eat chocolate every day. And ice cream. I could eat ice cream every day. So, and those are not good things. At least what she eats is healthy. So, I can't, I'm the idiot here. What else? Gonna buy some ice cream. They have, my queen likes coffee. And, our princess recently said that she wanted to try cookies and cream, which she did the other day. She liked it. We're gonna get it again today, but a different brand. Because we usually go with what's on sale. That way we can, try to make the most of what we have. That's the only, the best way to do it, in my opinion. Unless those are things that don't matter to you, then, shop as you please. String cheese. She has her snack time, and they're only allowed to have healthy snacks. Give me a break. I packed her some cookies the other day, and she couldn't have them. And so she tried to wait for lunch to have them, and then she forgot. And they've been sitting in her book bag ever since. They don't go bad. They're in a Ziploc bag. But I'm going to take them out probably soon. So I got to get her some string cheese. And I pack her fruits as well. I got to, just wash some fruits in the morning. No, lately it's just been blueberries. And what else? And I gotta get my vice, my tobacco, which Dad was nice enough to help me out with that. My angels. I can't express it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah. In regards to the video that I made yesterday, which I was kind of upset. Apparently, a lot of you guys are either not familiar with that's hiatus road. In case you hear that traffic, you guys aren't familiar with the workings of what created the internet essentially. For instance, I don't have a Patreon. Patreon's fairly new. Let's just say 10 years old. I have a PayPal. In case you didn't know, PayPal is the reason we have Elon Musk. If it wasn't for PayPal, there wouldn't be such a thing as Elon Musk. It was the original peer-to-peer system to pay on the internet. And I've had it for the longest because obviously, I just turned 70. So I've been on the internet for quite a while now. So I've been doing shopping I started on eBay, so I needed a PayPal account to be able to purchase the items that I needed. And that's the only way that, like, if someone was to be kind enough and say, hey, look, this guy, you know, he makes videos, uh, I like the fact that he's sharing his life story. Let me send him $1, right? I checked out Patreon because apparently Patreon is the only thing that you guys understand. And they take 15 cents to every dollar plus, was it, I think the total was 15 cents to $80. So like out of $1, I would receive 85 cents. There was a percentage and then there was an amount, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it was like I just remember 85 cents stuck in my head. So like, because I'm thinking $1. I don't want people to get more, I mean, I know there's people out there with money. If, obviously they're into their own world. Some of them might want to, the ones that are depressed, because I know there are plenty of people out there with money that are depressed, because depression it's like addiction. It does not discriminate, especially with people with money, because once you have a certain amount of money, you don't find joy in things anymore, because you've done everything and you pretty much you've done the majority of the things that make you happy, and or things just don't make you happy anymore because you've done them so much, which is kind of the same. Also, you don't know who your friends are. You know who you can trust. You don't know who. Everybody's out there just trying to like get a piece of you. And that can be something that mentally it can get to somebody. I mean, there are some strong people out there, like, I don't know, CEOs or whatever, they're called wolves. The wolves, they don't mind about, they can sense a sheep a mile away. And the second a sheep gets close to them, they'll attack. So in other words, they don't allow anybody to get in their paths. But yeah, I give those people credit, the wolves, the sheep. I give them credit too, because they're human beings. You have to respect all life forms. That's just the way it is. If you don't, you'll find out, right? Anyway, so yeah, so I made this intro as I walked to the store. I'm here already, so that I don't have to splice my watering video with the video where I ranted about the problems that I've been having and the reason why I made the video last night, which has been something that has been bothering me on so many levels. I don't think the people that work in the establishments that I was trying to acquire services from, I don't think they're empathetic towards my situation, and or they might just they have a prejudice against my situation, just like there used to be prejudice against black people. There used to be prejudice against LGBTQ, So now I'm starting to think that maybe just maybe these people have a prejudice against me because of what the condition that I have. Either that, or because of another thing that I mentioned in an email that I sent to them. And I don't want to say it in this video because that was contained in the email, and I'll leave it at that. Maybe, I don't know, see what happens. I don't want it to go anywhere, but it certainly felt that way. Make a long story short, I wanted to start going to this location because my better half, she receives superb service from the staff, all woman staff, right? And me, they treat me like they put me on the back burner, treat me like I'm a criminal, you know. 1 month to the next, they do things differently. Each person says something differently. You know, it's just not the way a professional establishment should be ran. And yeah, so here's the next video where I ranted and I did not want to splice into my watering video. Thanks. Okay. Alright. Have to make this video. I'm wearing my Barcelona cap, Football Club Barcelona cap, in honor of Lionel Messi, who just won the World Cup 2 days ago. After this, I promise no more mentioning. Because again, that's wrong. It's just wrong to idolize. But nonetheless, he deserved it. And one thing that I must say is that I am really extremely happy that he was able to achieve his goal in a point in time when his children are going to be able to remember it. Now, that is amazing, but the real reason why I wanted to shoot this real quick scene before the first and the second watering today on the 20th of December is because of this. The video that I posted last night when I was in Cooper City, which don't think Cooper City is a far, far away place. It's just crossing the street. The reason why I'm shooting this video is because of this. I have no health insurance. I've been looking. Someone told me that allegedly, if you have mental health issues, you can get on a certain plan where they cover your medications. I looked online. I gotta keep on looking because that's apparently the only option that I have. I don't have any except for mom and dad. Thank you guys. You guys are you know, you guys are my angels, pretty much. And when no one else is willing to step to the plate, which is fine. It's no one's obligation. Nobody has to. In life, you shouldn't expect anything from anyone, not even your own parents. That's just how life is. I even told that to my own daughter. Now, of course, I try to provide as much as I can for my daughter, and I'm gonna try to do so for as long as I can. But here's the facts. We're in December. Last month was November. So before October. So from October to November, the cost to fill my medication doubled. And that did not include my antidepressant. Now, I'm lucky because my antidepressant, there was a short while in the beginning when I wasn't taking it because I was afraid, because a previous doctor told me, freaking exhaust. A doctor told me that certain medication can cause problems to the liver, but I think this doctor was just, a little bit too, bragging of himself. He talked about how for days everybody was looking at this patient, nobody could figure it out, and then he came in and looked at his chart and instantly he knew what was wrong. Said take him off of this, and 2 days later the guy turned from yellow back to normal. He was like, his skin was colored yellow. Anyways, nonetheless, in the beginning I was skeptical to take it. Eventually my doctor, she convinced me. She said take it. I started taking it, but I was taking it like every other day because I was still skeptical. She says no, take it every day. So finally, we kind of came to an agreement where I looked online. I saw that the lowest dosage of that certain medication is half of what she prescribes me. So what I do is I take half of the pill that she prescribes me. So that's with one less medication to fill. My my prescription still doubled from October to November because I switched from a mom and pop to one of the big chains. Okay, and in November the big chain had no problem filling my prescription. I even went up to them on a Saturday and I said, look, tomorrow I'm going to be out of this medication. Can I at least get a 10-day supply? Yes, the pharmacist said yes, you can get 10-day supply. She was nice enough to give me a 10-day supply. Okay? Now, this isn't a pharmacy that I just came to out of rando. This pharmacy, my common law spouse, who you see in the comments all the time, she goes there as well. And she, on the other hand, she receives the most superb treatment. When she calls, right away, they already know it's her. They tell her, yes, we have your medication ready, or we'll have it ready, this and that, She doesn't even have to ask. They just already know it's her. But me, I turned mine in on a Thursday evening. I spoke with a young lady. I'm not going to say her name. But she said, okay, we already placed our order today, but we'll place it tomorrow. It'll be in on Monday. Monday comes, they don't have it. And now these are medications that I'm not supposed to stop taking abruptly. I've looked up, I've read up a lot about it, and they said that you're supposed to taper off, meaning that every day when you want to start getting off of it, you're supposed to take little by little, which that wasn't part of my plan. That's why I go to the doctor, so I can continue taking it as prescribed. And so November, really no major issues, except that they didn't have it in stock. But she was nice enough on the Saturday to fill a 10-day script of one of the two, because I was going to run out the following day. On the Monday, the second one, they had it. I filled the whole month script. And I think later that week I filled the rest of the other one that I meant to fill, that I wanted to fill at once. Okay? Now this month, same thing. I went in on Thursday evening because my appointment is late Thursday. It's like, let's just say 5 o'clock, rounding it up. So I don't get there till 6. And I think they placed their last order probably between 3 and 4, I would imagine. So the lady who I handed my prescription to, she said, esta prescripción no la tenemos en la tienda, pero yo te la puedo ordenar y va a estar lista para el lunes. Yo dije, ok, está bien, tranquilo, yo puedo esperar, porque yo todavía tenía medicina para que me durara hasta el lunes, pero solamente hasta el lunes. Okay, so I only had enough medication only till Monday. Now Monday comes, same pharmacist, from last month. Nothing has changed, but now I told her that, the importance of the medication that I take, and the reason it's so important is so that I don't relapse. Okay? If things, knock on wood, go well, I'm going on to 5 years, which people who are in recovery, granted, some people don't consider MAT full recovery, but you know what? Everybody's different. Everybody has their own path to take. Just like that video that I linked to Thanks Mom and Thanks Dad, which I suggest you guys to watch it too. No two people are alike. You can't be like, oh, I want to be like this person. No, you got to be yourself. Okay? So she wouldn't even fill a partial, knowing how crucial it was that I needed this medication. It's almost like she didn't even want me there. For what reason? My common law spouse, who's a woman, this is the only thing I can think of. I mean, I could be completely wrong. The whole staff of the pharmacy is women. They're all women, not one single man. And my common law spouse, who's also a woman, receives superb treatment. She gets her medication exactly on the day that she can fill it. Me, on the other hand, they have to order it, and then when they order it, they don't get it, or they actually do get some, but my pharmacist refused to fill a partial, knowing how important it is that I take this medication, without stopping it abruptly. Is that now, you guys tell me, I never received a graduate degree, but a pharmacist has. So you would think a pharmacist would have a little bit more of a responsibility than a stupid person talking in front of a camera vlogging. Do you think it was responsible of her to just straight up tell me, no, I'm not going to fill a partial because it's a controlled substance? It was a class 3 and a class 4 medication. It wasn't even a class 2, okay? And these are medications that are necessary for mental health. So not only did I have to endure the stress of waiting that whole time and having my date pushed back, but then afterwards, she didn't want to even fill anything, and she just gave me my prescriptions back. So I had to go up the street, where now I paid again double from what I paid from October to November. So the price of my medication essentially went up by 300% in the period of 60 days. So now do you guys see why I did that video that I did yesterday? Alright? And I'm sorry to be speaking in this tone. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. Alright? I'm just sorry if it offends you, I guess. But I'm just being honest. Alright? There's a lot of people out there that post shit that's just not true. Alright? And I'm trying to be as honest as I can be without getting myself in trouble. So that right there, that was my experience with CVS store number 2828. I'm gonna go ahead and contact corporate. I'm gonna ask them why this happened. Like I said, to me, it feels like because of the fact that I'm a man and my common law is a woman, and like I said, the whole staff in the pharmacy is all women. That may have been a factor to have caused this. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. I'm jumping to conclusions. But what other reason is there? Last month in November, she filled a partial. This month, she wouldn't. What changed? What changed from last month to this month? Does my need to take something that I have to take every day? If not, I can go into convulsions. I can go into I can get all types of symptoms, withdrawal symptoms, something that I have to suffer. They don't consider that to be something important because it's a mental disorder. Do they feel like people who have mental disorders are less of patients than people who have other types of symptoms? Is that what it is? Do we have to fight for rights now? Just like just like the civil movement, the LGBTQ community, all those other movements that were oppressed? Do we have to fight for our own rights now? Is that what has this come down to? So that, the medical field sees us not as people who are, just junkies out there who do nothing with our lives, instead of people that just made a couple wrong mistakes and are trying their best to right their wrongs, because we're not defined by what we do. We're defined by what we learned and what we do with what we learned. Okay? Thank you for watching up to this point. Next thing will be the second watering, I hope. Alright, I gotta get the princess ready.